With Marvel Tokon being playable at Evo, there is a lot of more backlash than I thought there would be for this game. It looks good, but there's a lot of backlash. What's good, y'all? ASAP here. In today's video, I'm gonna give y'all the top 3 worst things I'm seeing about Marvel Tokon. So if you could like, subscribe, and comment down below what are your thoughts on this game so far. That really supports the channel and help me out. And with that being said, I'm not going to waste your time. Let's get right into it. Okay, now the next one, the tag in doesn't feel fluid or, smooth or liquidy, whatever you want to call it. And this one I have kind of noticed. Now look, you notice when the tag comes in, there is a change meter over their head, right? And you have to wait until they're done, and then in order to tag them in. Now you can do raw tags, but we all know just raw tagging in a fighting game is usually not ideal. Unless you get a hard knockdown, then you will raw tag. That's like the only safest time. You wouldn't just raw tag mid-fight. So naturally you will usually call in your assist and then try to do a tag that way. But it's not really as smooth as you think it is. I was watching the streams, I watched Max stream, I watched a lot of other videos on it, and it looks like you have to wait very specifically for a time to just tag your partner in, and that can be a bit of a problem. Usually when you tag your assist fighter in, you would kind of want it to be fluid and kind of fast a little bit, but here you gotta wait a painstakingly a lot more time than usual. As soon as Miss Marvel do the arm stretch, you should be able to tag right there. As soon as the arm stretch hits, there should be a tag so that way you can continue the pressure. But you gotta wait till she's finished, done the whole pose, and then the change comes up. So that's why it's a bit strange. Hopefully they fix this to make it more fluid, more quicker. It just needs to be a little bit more quicker. I think that would fix it. Now, this is just one of the things I see. If you feel like you see something else, comment down below, but let me know what you think. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, first off, the main gripe is the auto combos. In Marvel Tokon, yes, there's auto combos. In this game, they're called link combos. You press a series of consecutive light punches, or you press a consecutive medium punches, or consecutive heavy punches. The light punches do the tag team ups. You have to have all 4 to get the full one. The medium one goes right into a special, and then a special with stuff. And then the heavy one, that spends a little bit more meter, and that gives you your ultimate, your level 3 basically. So in this game, they do have auto combos, but also you can mix it up, but it's gonna take some practice. It's remember, this is day 1 of Evo. People are talking the game's been fully in development. This is just kind of a really rough scratch build. So the people complaining about auto combos, I can understand, because again, this is day 1. Everyone is just gonna simply mash online. Nobody knows the combo stuff. There's probably a few handful of people that actually knows the combo stuff, like the devs or something. So the reason why auto combos is just being hated on is just because it's auto combos. People feeling like they're getting cheap wins just mashing without really knowing the game. But this is day 1. People don't really know what's going on. So I can understand the hate for the auto combos, but right now I feel like it's way too early to be saying auto combos is the reason why this game failed. It's way too early to be saying that. Alright, let's get to the next one. Alright, and the final worst thing about Marvel Tokon that's being complained in the community right now is the lack of defensive options. Now, granted, there is crossover. You have this crossover, which is your free get off me tool, but it comes with a risk. So if you use the crossover and your opponent, does the perfect reflect at the perfect time, you're basically locked out of your whole team. It's a really huge punish just for trying to use a get off me tool. And in this game, there's no push block. So if an opponent is throwing a string at you right here, you gotta hold the back button. You have to hold that. Now, I can understand using the crossover to kind of like use it as a get off me tool, but if your opponent sees it coming, you just get heavily punished for trying to get your opponent off you. So that way you can continue your offense. And usually in other like games like this, there's usually like a push block, so that way you can get people off you, or a reflect like in fighters, or in like Street Fighter 6, there's a parry button that allows you to perfect parry. It's just the defensive options is lacking. The only thing you have is a crossover reflect, and if your opponent sees it coming, you're just gonna get heavily punished, and then you'll go back to holding the block button, but except they can call their assist and just keep mixing you up, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't call an assist to get the person off you. It's really, it's looking really bad. That's the best way I can say it. It just, you're gonna, if you're on the back foot of it, you're just gonna be holding back, and there's nothing you can do about it. Now again, this is, pretty early in the game. Hopefully by 2026, when the game release, there'll be more defensive options, so that way you don't just have to hold back and rely on your opponent not getting the crossover on you. You have to rely on that. So we'll see when the game comes out, but these are the 3 worst things about Marvel Tokon. If there's something you feel that's worse than what I got listed here, please list it down below. With that being said, it's ASAP Dream signing off. Have a good one.